Hello, good morning and welcome back to the Fish Locker out in California. It is my favourite time of day. It doesn't matter where I am. This is my favourite time of day. I'm hopefully going out fishing today with my friend Dale in his boat. A short drive to his house, we'll get the boat ready and hopefully we'll get in the water. I was driving back late last night, and there was a skunk just round the corner. I thought it was like a carrier bag in the road, and anyway, ran off. I tell you what, them things are like half body, half tail. Let's go. This will be our boat for the day. And this is Dale's man cave. Look at that. That is what we're hoping to target today. As usual, I will try and explain the rods, the rigs, the tactics and everything as I do it. If I don't understand anything, or I'm going to be learning a lot today, I will get Dale to explain it. Let's go! I tell you what, they don't mess about around here. Yeah, this is the public slipway. It's massive. We could do with something like this in the UK. It's one thing I do keep saying about the States, the places that I've travelled in the States, is just that they are better set up for this. We'll go down here. Some Pacific rock oysters, they're familiar. Get them as an invasive species in the UK. Today I am wearing a life belt. I am wearing my Spinlock Alto. Rather than wearing the normal standard ones that you wear on like this, I'll be wearing one of those today. But yeah, as far as I understand, the plan is we have a little bit of frozen bait. We'll knock some rigs up and we're going to drift for sharks, and at the same time we're going to fish with baits on the bottom. We're going to try and pull up against, he calls it the bait barge, where we can pick up some live pilchard, sardines, something like that. I'll show you when we get there. It's these few moments before we start that are the most exciting for me. The anticipation of getting out. It's going to be a learning curve for me today because I've never fished from a boat around here. So pretty much every fish we catch is hopefully going to be a new species. Anyone would think you've done that before? Speaking of bait, I think I'm going to try and pull for a couple of mussels. I tell you what, they're stuck on quite tight. Shuck those off and use those as bait. Was that a seal just down here or something? Yeah. There's a big odd sea lion just there. Do these guys just get topped up? And, oh, they're just massive live bait tanks, aren't they?
Morning. Can I just get a half scoop, please? Sure. Thank you. Nice. Little mixture.
Nope.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good luck today.
Thank you very much.
Halibut or no? It's still slow, huh?
No, one a trip. That's about it.
Sucks. Weird gear.
Yeah, it is.
Right, I'll see ya.
All right.
Have a great day. They are massive, them sea lions.
Okay.
I mean, we think they get a big bull grey seal back in the UK. They're big, like, but they are monstrous. Just the girth of them. Oh, little night heron on there as well. Out, yeah, looking at the clarity, what are we in 18 foot?
Yeah.
We've got to where we're going. The ground markings, there's not an awful lot to say about the ground we're on. It's all like a bit of mixed pebble and sand, isn't it?
Yep.
We've done a little bit of feathering up. We've got some fresh mackerel as well. You see, these are called Pacific chubs. They have got a little bit like the chub markings of the UK, where they're a little bit dotty. But yeah, we've run out our first 2 baits there. I'll show you the rigs the next time we're putting one out. But yeah, there is bait fish. I don't know how well you can see it, but all the little swirls that you can see, and they're topping everywhere around us. Yeah. So it's exciting. The same way in the UK that we do here is we're watching for the birds. You could see where some birds were, and when we've come right now, I mean the fish that you can see over the side of here are I've also had a couple of other species as well. When we're busy fishing for mackerel, I've picked up a couple of dabs and a little lizard fish as well. So throughout the day we're going to try and put some like mixed rigs down on the bottom to see if we can pick up some other species as well. Dale's just about to rig up another bait. We've got 2 floats out, as you can see there, and this one, the rig's exactly the same apart from this one just doesn't have a float on, and you're fishing this one just straight down beside the boat. We're in best part of 50 feet. Just fish it at 15-20 foot.
Yep. Straight under the boat. Let me just butterfly the tail a little bit.
So it's not a proper flapper,
no.
Just
pull that back now.
You can see all the bait kicking off here. And what size? You only go small, don't you?
Yeah, this is 6.0 gorilla.
Well, the other ones were only 6.0 circles, weren't
they? And then through both lips. Like.
And what have you got there? You've got 2 feet of, what's this going to be, 200 pound wire?
It's, I think it's 140. And then a few leaded muppets in there.
A muppet on both ends of the rod now. Yeah. Your rods don't look overly heavy either.
30-60.
30-60s?
Yeah, 30-60 and smallish.
Yeah, they're
2-speed multipliers.
Oh, there's a fish.
Like a thresher.
Can I just give this camera to you? Just show the rod. all this is on here is a little sidewinder spinner. I was hoping to catch some mackerel, and I think I've got 3 feathers on. Just stuck it over the side, thinking, I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll try and pick up a couple more mackerel. It was just dragging on the bottom. I've done blue sharks on this in the UK.
Wow.
And yeah, I took this to Florida, this setup, and done bonito with them. But I'm not bringing the fish to me here at this moment in time. It's just, if it wanted to go, it would go. There's a lot of weight. It's only 30 pound braid as well. We're turning the boat around.
Well, you got the floats away from the boat. Ah, that's a shame.
Pie it off.
Yeah.
It's either pulled the hook out or it's pied it off.
That's why we put one under the boat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just fishing a set of feathers with a spinner on. Yeah, it's had me. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah. Right, now that I've kind of regrouped after that, all I'd had is a set of feathers that I'd had out earlier on with a spinner on the bottom, and I'd left them over the side. We're just dragging on sand because I was hoping to pick up another dab or something to show you. And as we were talking about that bait, obviously I managed to pick up something big on that. We were assuming it was a thresher because the feathers come up, all the hooks were straightened in them. It's parted the spinner off at the bottom. And yeah, well, this is the bait fish that's running underneath the boat at the moment. This is the seabed, and this is all the fish. You just see them topping around the place. I'm going to get Dale to show you now how he rigs his floats. Now this is a different method than anything I've seen before. It's really simple but also really clever. And you've just got your own polystyrene with a line through.
Yep.
And this is, you say that was?
This is a mountain bike inner tube.
Okay.
Yeah, so just a segment of that.
And this, your leader just runs all the way through. You've got it to the depth you want.
Yep. And then these, kind of conveniently got a slot, and then I just push the mono up through the slot, and then kind of secure it on the side there.
And as soon as you,
so once you get a bite, obviously it's going to pull that out, and then
then you're free sliding float,
Yeah.
And the beauty of that, you can set it at any depth of your leader, can't you?
Exactly.
With the shark fishing I've done before in the UK, I've talked quite a lot about the chum. I'm just going to get Dale to show you really quickly how he does it here. So rather than making like minced up fish and bran and oil, you've just got, I'm assuming that these are old fish left over from sessions past.
Yeah, just old fish that I've backpacked, haven't gone all the way through, and I just club it together and...
I do the same at the end of my wrecking sessions. I mean, the mackerel, after you've thawed it out and frozen it a couple of times, it's no good to use as a hook bait.
Right.
So I use it for my chum.
So yeah, we fill this tube up. Obviously it's got holes inside, it's called the chum buddy. And then you got this...
That's my feathers from before, sorry about that.
You got this mashing kind of cleaver that goes in there. And then just every 5-10 minutes or so, obviously it's on this lanyard, so you'll see.
Oh yeah.
And a nice slip.
As we're waiting for a bite on the bigger rods, we've rigged up some other baits. We've got 2 live baits down with stingers on. And I've just knocked up just a very standard 2 down rig with like little strips of mackerel on it. And we've been getting a lot of dabs on the spinners, so I've just kind of said, how long do you think it'll take before we get a dab? I think I've got one almost instantly.
It's gorgeous, that little thing.
This is a pretty little guy. We've got something in the UK that's almost similar called a scald fish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's only really little, isn't he? Tell you what, if it was a flounder in the UK, you'd be happy with it.
Probably want to get some video of this.
Yeah, and I've caught a blue crab.
Wow, I've never seen one of them here.
Yeah. Are you alright grabbing him from the gill? Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
So I'm gonna... You won't be able to see in the video, but the teeth in there are wicked. That one's too small, eh?
Too small. Yeah, they've got to be 22 inches.
What's this one here? This one's probably going to be about 14.
Yeah.
And all at the same time, while he was busy landing a fish, I managed to catch crabs. The female there, you can see it's full of eggs underneath. Switched over to a little scratching rig and it's caught me, apparently, like a King Kong tonight. Just a little dab. But they don't get much bigger than this though, apparently. They are really pretty. They've got some really bright orange spots on, just like a place. I don't know if you can see them around there. And they're a little bit stockier, aren't they? They're fatter than... You get dabs in the UK and they're like paper, aren't they? You can see through them, they're almost transparent. But they give a bite for their size, don't they? They're greedy.
Super long fin on.
Yeah. Try and get hold of them in a way that I'm not going to end up firing them across the deck. Yeah. Their fin on here, as Dale says, is a really long one. There you go. There's another one. Tell you what, I'm quite good at catching these. It must literally be paved with them down there, because that bit was down there about maybe 30 seconds. We've got a few bright orange spots down one side, like a bright orange side of its gill. And yeah, like you say, that fin on top, that little peck goes almost, well, half the length of its body. It looks all right now, but we've had a few rain showers that keep coming through. See where? Oh, now we're slick down the back of there. It's just not working with the sharks. So Dale says we're going to go and try a couple of other marks. We're going to try a bit of feature. Try a couple of different methods. I'll explain them all when we get there. The fine day to be out when it's not raining. The bait fish as well, when we got here this morning, the bait fish was everywhere. Now it's really sparse. So we're hoping that it's all moved off and we're going to follow them.
Got him?
Well, a new species for me. They are interesting.
Yeah.
Got a lot of spikes on them though.
Yeah.
That was on a little fish hypnocast. There it goes. The mark where we are right now, it's a wreck. We're just running short drifts over the wreck. We're only drifting at half a knot. It does look like it's quite a big wreck. I'm fishing with a little jig. Phil's fishing with like a soft plastic. Part and parcel of fishing into a wreck. I'm going on with a little tiny jig, and Dale's going with a 2-hook flapper rig. 2-hook paternoster or 2-hook scratcher.
Nice. Nice. Don't let him get in there.
Be careful with the lure.
Yeah, right. Job to know what to do for the best.
The sandbar's not dark as well this time.
Yeah. What's he got in his mouth?
A feather.
Oh, you got something else in it. Oh, a feather. What is that?
I don't know, it looks like a
From
some sort of weed.
What is it?
Well, I'll tell you, there's the marks of fish. They're all over down there, aren't they?
Yeah.
A lot like wrasse back in the UK. These guys are covered in spines. Got a big one there just on its anal fin. You can see all over its back. And that was a little sidewinder speed jig. Are these edible, are they?
Yeah, people eat them. Not great, but edible.
Looks like he's had a hook in him before gone by his lip.
Oh yeah. See what they're full hard sound. That one's just a bit more barren.
Whoa!
You get it?
Yeah, just. You wanted to drop up console.
Vermilion rockfish.
Vermilion. A stunning looking fish. You do this. We were talking about this a minute ago. When things aren't working, you're constantly second guessing yourself. You're thinking, oh, a little bit longer trace, a short trace, a different rig, a different bait. We'll try and knock up some 2-hook rigs. I'll try one with a little bit of live bait on it. Oh, let me drag up. Sure what type it is.
Oh my. White spider?
We'll find out. Put it in the comments.
Oh yeah.
Finally. The bass that Dale caught a minute ago spat up half an octopus, and we've been using that as bait, and everything that we've had since then has come on a little bit of octopus. They have got a lovely, it's almost like a violet, like a peachy purple around their eye and their gill, aren't they? They're stunning looking fish. And strangely enough, smooth one way, but like sandpaper the other. They are interesting. The rigs that we're using, all they are is just like a little 2-hook flapper rig. 2-hook paternoster. Dale's now using a 1-hook paternoster, but I think that's just, it was originally a 2-hook paternoster, wasn't it?
Yeah, it got carved up.
And the area that we're fishing on now is really snaggy. Like really snaggy. Getting any closer on that? I'm not going to cast it, you're going to get closer, is what I'm saying.
Cast. Yeah. I like it. Right, keep that line out. Watch your line on the surface. We'll throw some chunks. Got it? Little calico. There you go. Calico back. They're cute. Nice one.
Just like that, eh?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they are good looking.
Yeah, aren't they? Yeah.
There's some teeth on them though. I was gonna lip that, but I've just seen them teeth and I thought, no, actually,
They're spiny, of course.
I'll consider that twice. Literally just right there in the corner though. That is minute as well. What you say, a little calico.
Calico bass.
Beautiful. Yeah. Right, we'll try that again. This method in fishing was a lot of fun. We were simply free-lining the live baits that we had caught and bought earlier underneath the structure of this rig. Once they had sunk a few feet, the calico bass were coming out and smashing them really hard. The crucial thing was a good cast. You had to get it right under the structure.
Yeah, baby. Nice. Can't resist them, can they?
Well, stunning looking fish. Their camouflage is just unbelievable.
Yeah, their other name is kelp bass, actually.
I can understand that.
Yeah. That is a nice cast. I have to say, John, that is a nice cast.
Must be hundreds of them in there, eh?
Nice. Thank you.
What's the legal size for these?
14.
Well, these would be about there. These would be about 12, won't they?
Very nice. Oh, yes. No, that's a nice one. Yeah, not a bad one.
They're absolute stunners, aren't they? We'll have to need the disgorger on this one.
What you want here is a trolling motor with the spotlight.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh! Cannot fail.
Just going to go straight around that. They really are tight into the structure, aren't they?
Yeah. Nice one. Let's put this one back.
Okay, mate.
Oh yes. You know that's a good one, don't you? You've been doing it 10 minutes. You know that's a good cast already. You just know. Ooh, doggy one. Oh, look at the colour of that one.
He's a pretty one.
Yeah. Yeah. Those slightly bigger ones are definitely in amongst it.
He's a stunner, that one.
Yeah,
How big do these ones actually? How big do these fish get?
Like a double figure one is a real nice one.
Yeah, well, most of these ones we've been getting are like 3s and 4s, aren't they? This is legal size.
Yeah.
So we can stick this in a live bait tank.
Yeah.
Get the photo of it.
Beauty. Beauty.
Last cast with the last anchovy. The stunner of a fish. Well, that was amazing, mate. Thank you very much.
Worth doing, isn't it? Just at the end of the
Absolutely.
day.
Now get a photo of this. Yeah, we've used up the last of the anchovies now. When we started off, we were using live baits, but once they got on the feed, they were taking dead baits as well. That was calico bass, aren't it?
Halibut.
That was a lot of fun. I don't know how well it's shown there, but all we're doing is just casting them, free lining them underneath the structure, and then yeah, they kill a hell of a bite. Once they're on, and yeah, I've got my thumbs up. That was a fantastic. Yeah, that was a fantastic way to end the day. I mean, unfortunately, the sharks it just didn't work for us today, but that's another reason for me to come back. Yeah. Mate, I can't say any better than just thank you very much. It's been amazing. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed joining us. I hope you found it interesting. All the very best. See you later.